Hi guys, Ann here, and today we have another little table talk. I cannot take myself serious because I put a little makeup on, and usually for eyeliner I always use like green or blue or something like that, but I have this like nude color and I don't know if I'm liking it or not. That's my issue. When I get out of my comfort zone, I'm like, ooh, and then I'll hurry up and wash it off. And I almost washed it off and just came on here with no makeup on. But I'm trying. Like my last vlog, I used that Fenty. Do I have it right here? Right here. It's like a reddish orangey color. What is the shade? I think that says uncensored. And then it was very orangey red. So then I went in with like a pinky, I don't even know what it was. And I put like pink in the middle and I went to try to get that orangey. But it was just bright. I'm telling you, and I don't like it. I will not wear that anymore. I'm going to see if my daughter wants it. If not, I'm throwing it away, okay? But anyway, so if I've been asking you guys on my community post, like, give me some of your pet peeves. I wanted to do a video of just like my pet peeves. And I have a list here, okay? A list. There's 25 of them, and I don't know, maybe when I'm talking I might find some more, but I just figured, let me know if we have the same pet peeves or not. Some of you guys, though, I forgot all about it, and when you put it down, I'm like, that's right, that is my pet peeve. So I figured, let's talk about pet peeves. Let's go for number 1. Okay, now this is a no order, like what is my worst or least pet peeve, but this is definitely my number 1 pet peeve, is not pushing in chairs, okay? Like the dining room chairs or what have you, or if you have like what do you call that, an island or what have you, and then you have the bar stools, or do you know how many times now, like, well, I don't eat out a lot, but you guys know I have my friend now, and we've been going out to eat and stuff, and I will literally get up if I see a table near me that the chairs aren't pushed in. Like if there's nobody there, it is just, I don't know what it is. I was always raised, when you get done, push your chair in. And so when I see it, it's like, oh, because it happens to me. A lot of times I'm walking from the living room into the dining room. You got to go through that to get to the kitchen. And the chairs, and I'm like, what the hell is this? It's so rude. It doesn't matter if you're at a restaurant or anywhere else. Push the damn chair in, okay? Because I cannot just eat my meal seeing a chair not pushed in. And I'm not saying if it's just a little bit pushed out. Well, but if I walk past it, I'll push it in. That won't make me get up. But you guys know what I mean. Let me know if that is your pet peeve, because that is one of my absolute top pet peeves. Push that damn chair in. Number 2 is when you're doing the dishes and you're either almost done the dishes or you just get done the dishes. And here comes the kids or whoever else, and they bring a whole bunch of dishes and put it in the sink. That might be a little higher than the pushing in the chairs. I don't know. But that is definitely a pet peeve of mine. It's like, you see me doing dishes. Once you see me doing dishes, go get your damn dishes. Or, why aren't the dishes in the sink to begin with? Why? We don't have a dishwasher, okay? I'll be 49 years old April 6th, okay? And I've never owned a dishwasher. My mother and them never had a dishwasher. I've never been in a place that had a dishwasher. I wouldn't even know how to work a dishwasher, okay? So I've always hand washed my dishes. So that'll really piss me off, okay? Like, put them in the sink. But I've had that. Now that the kids are getting a little older, they don't do that. But sometimes I'll see the kids bring, and there's like 4 or 5 cups, and it's like, what the hell? First of all, why are you bringing dishes and stuff, food and different things in your room? Number 1. But, oh, that pisses me off. Like, literally, they'll wait until I have 1 dish left, or I'm literally cleaning up the sink because I just get done to put dishes in. That'll make me say, you clean those damn dishes, because I won't do it. I'll walk away. It'll piss me off. Or, you know what else? Sometimes, like, Lexi loves cooking, okay? And I always say, I don't care. You can cook whatever you want. Use any of the food here. You don't have to go to the store to buy it. If it's here, use it. But then I always say, make sure you do your dishes. Okay, you know what she'll do? What she'll do is she'll do her dishes that she used, but if there was already a few dishes in there, she won't do it and say, well, I didn't make those dishes. I didn't make that. Well, what the hell do you think when I do dishes? Because I always use the same cup, okay? You guys will use a cup, put it in the sink. Then when you're thirsty again, get another cup, put it in the sink. And before you know it, there's 5 or 6 cups. When I'm still on the same one, I just rinse it out and use it all over again. Use the same dish. Use the same cup. I don't get it. You know why? Because they don't do the dishes. Now, and I'm going to tell you why. Some of you guys will say, well, make the kids do the dishes. I have OCD. You guys should know this because they'll do the dishes and then I feel like I have to redo it because they didn't clean it right. I don't know why. It's just something in me. But I do make Lexi do the pots and pans and all that type of stuff, okay? But then I'll look and I'll like kind of, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, okay? Maybe it's a control thing. I don't know what it is. Number 3. I've told you guys this before. I even did a poll. This is another thing, the toilet paper. Now, everybody knows the toilet paper goes out, not under, okay? I'm the only one in my family that does it out. It'll make me mad if I go and the roll is inside. It is backwards, like underneath. Who does that? Who taught you that? Because if you do it under, that's wrong. It always, everybody knows that it goes over, okay? Put the toilet paper roll over, not under. Let me know if you guys do it under or over. Let me know. Oh, another thing, let's talk about toilet paper real quick, is if I go, you know, women, we sit down and we pee and we, you know, and then there's no friggin' toilet paper. Whoever used the last bit of the toilet paper, you can't get toilet paper and put it in there. Or they make sure there's a little bit of toilet paper left so you don't see a cardboard empty roll so they don't have to replace it. That'll make me mad because I always put extra rolls right there. So all you got to do is reach right here and take the roll, undo the paper, and put it up there. How hard is that? Though that'll make me so mad. That really pisses me off because it's laziness, you know? Okay, number 4. Walking in the house with shoes on. Ugh, I was raised this way. When you come in that house, the first thing you do is you take your shoes off. Do not, even if you're a visitor, okay, make sure you have some clean socks on, something you're not going to be embarrassed about, or you don't have holes in them, because you must take your shoes off when you come in my house, because you're walking outside. That means dogs are peeing on the sidewalk or people are spitting or what have you, and you're walking, then you think you're going to walk in my house with those same shoes on? Hell to the no. No, take your shoes off. Now, if you want slippers, like I walk around just with socks on or barefoot or what have you because my floors are clean, you know. But no, I think that's, I don't know. Now, my grandmother, she was the only one that I allowed to wear shoes on. She was in her 90s when she passed. However, they were a pair of sneakers that she never went outside in. And she needed to wear shoes for walking and balancing. And, you know, towards the end, you know, she walked with like a walker. Number 5, not washing your hands when coming home. That is another one. As soon as you get home, the first thing you do is you take your shoes off. But then you go right to the sink and wash your hands. Don't be touching nothing without washing your hands because your car is filthy. The things that you're touching is filthy. You guys know when I vlog, I use so much hand sanitizer. And then I go home and I wash my hands. I think that's so gross. Do not come home and then go in that refrigerator without washing your hands. That's disgusting too. Wash your hands. That's like going to the bathroom, okay, and not washing your hands afterwards. It's the same thing. It's actually, I don't even know what's grosser. Wash your damn hands when you come home. Oh God, all those germs and stuff, you know? Number 6, not opening doors. If you're a guy and you see a woman, open the damn door and hold the door. I've had people that would open the door and then as I'm coming, then they like shut it. No. Who raised you? Open the damn door. You know what I mean? If you're going to a store, if you see somebody behind you, at least, or hold it open, you know, when you're going in, hold the damn door for the person behind you. Oh, that'll piss me off because I had somebody that shut that door right there and I went the hell off. That is so ignorant. Oh my God. Maybe I should not be doing these pet peeves because I'm getting mad thinking about it. Okay, let me move on. Number 7. Okay, I already talked about this. Not using the same cup or glass or bowl. We already discussed that. You see that as a pet peeve because I put it down again. Okay, number 8. Not rinsing off the dishes. That is another thing. Again, like I said, these are in no order. It's just what I was thinking. I wrote it down. I cook dinner just about every night, okay? Now, my kids are adults, right? Isaiah's 20, Lexi's 24, Tyler's 29, okay? And I still make their plates because they work or what have you, or Lexi works overnight, so I make her plate whenever she eats it, whatever the case may be. When you're eating, get your plate. Please don't have no food on the plate still. Go to the trash can, scrape all the food off, and then rinse it. Just take some water and rinse it and then put it there. I'm not asking you to wash the dishes. Rinse it off. If you're drinking chocolate milk, okay, that chocolate, rinse it down, rinse it out. Rinse it out. If you're having cereal, don't leave no milk or something because then it starts, rinse it out. How hard is it just to go, boom, 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 and put it in there? Rinse your damn dishes, okay? Because that grosses me out when I start washing dishes and I touch food and stuff. Oh my God, I gotta calm down.
Take a Xanax. My husband. Calm down. We all calm down. I don't need Xanax.
Number 9, not getting up to let older people sit down. Oh, that is just rude. That is a pet peeve, but that is just something that I'm like, manners. This really has to do with manners. Well, all of it has to do with manners. But if you're at a doctor's office, and sometimes people have a lot of kids, or anywhere, I'm just using that, or out at a restaurant, like if you're waiting or whatever. Why is it, if you have 4 and 5 kids, each kid is sitting down, they're like 2 or 3, why you see adults standing? No. Tell your kids to get up. They should already know that. My kids know, okay? If we're somewhere and like there's somebody in their 50s, 60s, 40s, whatever, get up. They should not be standing while you're sitting there. Especially a child. They can stand. I remember it was one time, it was me and my mother and my grandmother. This was years ago. We went out to eat. I think we were at Applebee's or something, and we had to wait. And there was the mother, the father, and they had 2 kids. And one of them was about 8, one of them was about 10, 11, like around there. I could stand, that's fine. But my mother and grandmother, especially my grandmother, and they're looking at their kids like, and I say to them, can you get your kids up so my grandmother can sit down? And she goes, oh, yeah, get up, But I thought, you seen us, you looked at your kids, you see me staring at you because I did not lose eye contact. I mean, I think that's just ignorant. That's just proper manners. Number 10, seeing electronics at the table. Everybody knows in my house, at the dinner table, there are no electronics. If we're watching a movie together, no electronics. You should not be looking at your phone. You should not, none of that. Because I don't know what's happening in this generation. It's like I tell my kids, what do you think I did and my generation did? There was no phones and all of that. Like when I was in high school, we had beepers, But like, what do you think we did? There's no, even adults now, it's like texting. Nobody calls each other and talks on the phone or what have you. Nobody gets together anymore. And I don't understand that. And I hope I never get like that because I still like getting together with my friends. I'm a people person. You guys know when I tell you about my friend Vern, when he cuts my boy's hair, we for hours and stuff. I just enjoy people. And yeah, that's a few of my rules. When we're together, spending time together, regardless what it is, there is no phone. I've seen people that are like on their phone as they're walking and they literally run into things because they're not paying attention. What happened? I remember one time Lexi was probably about, 12 or 13, and I took her phone away. She literally had a temper tantrum where she literally got on the floor and was screaming. Well, I had to get that out of her real quick. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, hell to the no. But I don't understand that. It's like everywhere you go, it's like somebody's on the phone. No, spend time together. Ask the kids, how are you? How is your day? But yeah, I hate seeing that. Even if I'm at a restaurant and, it's like, even if you're just waiting for the food, talk to who you're there with. There should be no phone. You shouldn't be watching videos. You know, I just think that's ignorant and rude. Number 11, not looking at the camera when you're filming. That bothers me too. I will click off or I won't watch all of the video. So as I'm filming, I'm looking at the camera part. So when you see me, right, when you're watching me, I'm making eye contact. Do you ever see people like this where they're looking at themselves? I mean, sometimes I'll look at myself or what have you, but not the whole video. And that's what they're doing. They're like looking at themselves. So when you're watching, it doesn't look like they're paying attention to you. I don't know how to explain it because, like I said, I'm a people person. I'm with eye contact. It's very rude to sit there and stare at yourself the whole time like this. Who wants to watch a video if I'm not even looking at you? You know, I think it's rude. You know who I stopped watching because they do it all the time? Rich Lux. He's been, for years he's been doing that, but I don't know. I like eye contact. I don't know. That might be silly. Maybe you guys don't care, but let me know if that bothers you. Like, once in a while is fine, you know, but not the whole video. Look at the people. Okay. Number 12, cutting me off when talking or being interrupted. I cannot stand that. And this is when I say, do as I say, not as I do. And I'll explain. When I'm in the middle of talking or making a point or saying something, please don't interrupt me. Please don't do that because A, I'll forget what I was saying or what my point was going to be, you know, and then that'll bother me, but it's just rude, okay? But I used to have a habit. I used to have a podcast with another YouTuber, Abby, known as Abadabs, and when we I used to always, like, as she was talking, cut her off because I had to say what I had to say before I forgot what I was going to say. And people in the comments would say, is this the Ann and Abby show or is this the Ann show? And I never, I knew I would cut people off, but I didn't realize how bad I was until then. And I was like, damn. And I don't do that hardly ever now. Like, I've really worked on that, but it was bad. I was like, ooh, because it pisses me off. Like, don't interrupt me. I think that's rude. Like, I'll get mad and I'll keep talking, but then afterwards it's like, and then I get fed up. But yeah. I did not realize how rude it was until I start watching myself do it. That was very, very rude. Dragging your feet. That is another one. Oh, do you ever go to a store and they have flip-flops or something and you hear flick, like that? Just, I cannot stand dragging of the feet. It just bothers me. However, again, here we go. I'm a hypocrite because when I have slippers on, in my other house, we used to have all hardwood floors. And so when I was on the phone, that's all you hear is, because I pace. When I talk, I pace. The whole time. If I talk to you for 2 hours, those whole 2 hours, I'm pacing. When I do I call it the walkie-talkie with my friends on Instagram or whatever. As I'm doing it, I'm pacing. I've always been that way. I don't know why. And so that you would hear the slippers. Oh gosh. But now we have carpet, which I hate carpet. I like carpet like in the bedroom because it feels good on your feet, but I was just telling the kids I'm thinking about downstairs getting the carpet ripped out and then having the hardwood floors. But yeah, I can't stand that dragging of the feet. Oh, it bothers me so much. 14, spider webs. I hate spider webs. It's a pet peeve. I don't know why God created spider webs and spiders. Do you ever walk into a spider web and then you feel, oh God, I hate it. I hate it. Oh, and mice. Why the heck did God create mice? That's another pet peeve of mine. Mice and spiders. Why? Why was that even created? I know spiders, like it kills the flies and all that other kind of stuff. But why mice? Why? But no, what my pet peeve really is when I go in somebody's house and I see spider webs around the corners and stuff. It's like, do you clean? They have those Swifter. Let me show you what I have. Hold the phone. They have these and they go pretty high that I can, look, I'm touching my ceiling now. My ceiling fan, or when somebody's ceiling fan is, oh my God, that, I watched somebody and every time she goes live, it's like, do you not see your ceiling fan? When you watch your videos or your edit, do you not see how dirty your ceiling fan is? I mean, I know some people, they don't always want to look up. I get that. But keep in mind, you still got to clean the corners and your ceiling fans and all the dust. When I asked you guys some of your pet peeves and somebody put frenemies and I was like, oh, that's a good. I don't know if that's a pet peeve, but it's like, if you don't want to be my friend, then don't be my friend. Don't act like you want to be my friend or like me or what have you. Just say, look, I don't want to be your friend, or, or what have you. Tell me the truth. But don't act like you like me and then you really don't. That's two-facedness. You know what I mean? Like, so that was somebody else, and I had to put that down because I agree with you, girl. I definitely agree. Now, listen, I'm a venter. So you might be my friend and something might hurt my feelings or whatever, and I might vent about it or to somebody or whatever. That ain't the same. Because when you're my friend, and I love you, and I can say what I want, but nobody else is. I'm going to defend you. I'm not going to even let my friends talk about you. Let's say, my best friend Lisa. I can sit here and say, oh my gosh, she pisses me off. But then you can't tell me, yeah, she's a bitch, because I'm going to punch you right in the face. How dare you? Don't you talk about my friend like that. You know what I mean? I'm just using that as an example. Like, just because I say it don't mean you can. And do not tell me, first of all, do not ever, like my friend Lisa, if she has other friends, not just me, I would never tell her, don't be friends with that person. Let's say she's venting. You'll never hear me say that. I'm here to listen. Now, if it happens a few times, I might say, be careful, don't trust or what have you. But I've never told any of my friends, don't be their friend. Never. I'm not going to tell my friends who they should and should not be friends with, because what happens is if they have a fight, even if they don't talk for a year and they become friends again, you're the one that looks dumb, But yeah, I don't like that. And now we're getting off because this is going to go me on another rant, but that could be a pet peeve. Maybe when people go on rants like me, it's like, and if you have an issue with that person, why would you allow your friend to talk to your other friend any type of way? I don't know. It's just weird. That's what I mean about a friend of me. When you're friends with somebody, you want to defend them. It'll get you mad if somebody talks to them any kind of way. I don't know. But maybe venting, maybe other people consider that a friend of me. I don't know. But I think there's a little difference in that. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to move on to that. I already talked about the electronics at the table. Oh, eating with your mouth open. Oh, Lexi used to do that when she was little and ate. Oh my God, you know how many times I yelled at her? She don't do that anymore, but she used to. Oh, I can't stand that. Chew with your mouth closed. It's ignorant. I don't want to hear it. No. That or smacking, like when you're talking, like smacking your teeth. Again, hypocrite, because sometimes when I'm editing, I notice I do that. I'm like, oh my God, Ann. But I don't want to hear it. But yeah, please chew with your mouth closed. That is so rude. Or, cover your mouth when you're chewing. And the sound, the smacking, it's just, don't do it. Don't. 19, not turning the lights off. What in the heck? Growing up, I told you my mother and grandmother lived together. And if they'd always say, turn the lights off, and I didn't understand it till I start paying bills on the electric bill. So I get it now. I am sorry, Mom, and I am sorry, Grandmother. I am sorry. But what is so wrong? Like, okay, we let the dogs out, right? Turn the back porch light on for the dogs, right? We have a fenced-in yard. When they come in, the first thing you do is you wipe their paws off, right? And then you shut the door, lock it, and turn the damn light off. Why is the damn back light on? I don't know, because we have motion sensors, so if there is somebody back there, Or if you're leaving the kitchen and going, why is the kitchen light on? Turn the damn light off. That really does bother me. Turn the light off, okay? 20, being late. I can't stand somebody to be late. If we say we're going to meet somewhere at 5:30, 5:35, 5:40, okay. But then I expect a phone call when it becomes about 5:40 to say, hey, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Don't show no 20, 30 minutes late, because that'll make me leave. I have anxiety. If I say I'm going to meet you at 5:30, I'm there by 5:20, 5:15. I've always been that way. I don't like to be late. It gives me anxiety. Except for when I was in school back in the day. But other than that, like, no, be on time or have the courtesy to call. I can't stand people that are always late. That bothers me, because then that just shows that I'm not important if you're not running on time. Unless there's something happens once in a while. But I'm talking about those people that are always late. No. Not I, said the fly. Okay, 21. This kind of goes with the cover a mouth. When they don't cover their mouth when they're coughing. When they're like, what? I go to the store and people, grown adults do this. Go like this. Cover your mouth. What have you? Cover your damn mouth. And this is even pre-COVID times. Like, cover your mouth. I think that's ignorant and gross and rude. All right, we're almost done. I've been filming for 30 minutes. I haven't edited yet, but I have a lot of pet peeves. Okay, number 22. Oh, this might be more than not pushing in the chairs. Telling me how to do something. For instance, like raking the leaves or something. Remember I told you my ex-husband, he used to tell me, I would be outside raking the leaves and he would not even come outside, be at the door saying, oh, do it like this. Or if I was outside, he'd literally take the rake from me and say, do it like this. Oh my God, if I was shampooing the carpet, while he was sitting down, he would say, you need to go slower. Don't like that. Like always telling me how to, I would be painting. And again, his lazy ass, he's sitting there watching me instead of helping, but he's telling me how to do it. Don't tell me how to do something. Let me do it. Unless I'm doing something completely wrong. You know what I mean? Like if I'm putting something together and putting the pieces on wrong, that's something different. But if you're going to sit there and just watch me, don't tell me how I'm doing things. I think I know how to rake leaves. I think I know how to paint or what have you. Unless there's like an easier way, you know, you want to give me tips and tricks. That's something different. But don't, you know, those little things. You ever have somebody sitting there as they're telling you how to do something, but then don't offer to help? That type of stuff. Oh, that bothers me so much. 23. How come everything in America is for right-handed people? I'm a lefty, okay? I said this before. The only other person in my family that I know is left-handed is like my second or third cousin, Walter. My mother was right-handed, my father, my brother, my kids, my aunts, my uncles. Now, I don't know a lot of people on my dad's side of the family. Maybe that's where there's lefties at. I don't know. My dad was adopted by his aunt, but I don't know. And my dad passed away when he was 33, so I can't ask him, like, who in your family is left-handed? I don't know. But I tell you what, when I've shared this before, when I was in kindergarten, they were going to fail me because the teacher told my mom I couldn't pass some of the things, like I couldn't cut with scissors and different things. So my mom takes me to school and say, what are you talking about? My daughter does crafts at home, she cuts. And so the teacher says, well, let me show you. And she takes scissors out and I'm trying to cut and I'm not cutting the paper. Well, because my mom goes, well, that's because she's left-handed and you're giving her right-handed scissors. You ever like try cutting and it's like this, but it's not doing anything? You know, and back then they allowed you to use your left hand, but you had to supply the stuff. So my mother always had to supply the left-handed scissors and different things. Now, my mom's time, they made you do everything with your right hand. The desk, everything is for right-handed people. Now I think it's a little bit, they might have one or two, but when I was in school, nothing was made. Even when you drive a car in America. You know, what do you call that thing where you put it in drive, park? That's all right-handed. You know, it's like when you want to use your dominant hand, but, you know, and you don't realize it because you're right-handed. If you're right-handed, try doing everything for one day. I challenge you to do everything with your left hand and then let me know how it is. You know, it's very difficult. If you're cooking or something, you can't, like, if you go out to eat, you can't be like facing on the outside because you're going to end up hitting somebody with your right, that's right-handed. You know what I mean? Like everything. If you play sports, I love softball and stuff. And you know how many times I got hit because I'm left-handed and the pitchers are used to throwing the righties or what? It's just everything. It is a pain in the butt. So yeah, that is definitely my earring. These earrings, I noticed when I got these because they're so like sure. I don't know what you can say, but they like fall. I don't know. Maybe it's the clip. So I have two more. Number 24, leaving the toilet seat up. Oh, that bothers me. If you have boys in your house, if it's your husband, your boyfriend, your children, what have you, your nephews, Close the damn toilet seat. First of all, it's disgusting. Close the toilet seat. Okay, you should not have that toilet seat open. Have you guys, if you're a female, because let me know if you wake up in the middle of the night and I think the toilet seat's closed. So like I'll open it because I'm still tired, but really what I'm doing is I'm opening the seat part and like you fall in the toilet. Because you're opening both, you think it's the lid. Oh God, I've done that. Because where I'm diabetic, I get up a lot of times to go pee, you know, and I'm so tired. It's like you're kind of like with your eyes closed, you know. Oh my God, that is definitely a pet peeve. And number 25. I don't know if I already talked about this, but leaving the toilet paper empty. I think I talked about that in the beginning, you know, with, you know, when it's empty. But how about the soap bar? Okay, why is it? Now, I've shared before, this house was built in 1900. So our master bedroom doesn't have a bathroom in it. So we have 2 bathrooms. We have the one that's on the 2nd floor, you know, my room's in the attic. And then we have a bathroom that's downstairs. So on the 2nd floor, we use the shower and everything. Why is it that every time I try to go in there, not every time because I take a shower every day, but why is it I am the one that I go get the bar of soap to put on my washcloth and there's hardly no soap? It's like so thin that when you do this, it breaks. Because I don't check before I get in, so that means I have to get out of the shower while I'm wet and go get another soap to put in there. Because I soap first and then I use my body wash. I've always been, I don't know, that's just what I do. But why? Why is that? You don't see that there's no soap? How can you even wash with that little bit of soap? I don't get it, but that'll bother me too. Like, can you replace the soap or the toothpaste? How about you ever try using toothpaste and there's hardly nothing in there? And it's like, one time I did that, I thought, and this is probably why the kids do it. I was like, you know what? I had just enough for mine. And I'm like, I'm going to see if they're going to replace it. I go back again at night. It's still there. Go right behind you. Our bathroom's not that big. You guys know what, you guys see me when I go shopping. I always have a bunch of stuff. So we always have 3 to 4 things of toothpaste and everything else. It's not like we don't have any. Put another toothpaste thing in there. I think that's ignorant. Maybe they just wait, say mom will do it. I don't know. But wait till they get their own place. I'm telling you, it's going to be different. They'll realize. But that is definitely a pet peeve. Just replace things. Stop being lazy. It's laziness. All right. So that is my pet peeves that I can think of. I'm sure I probably left 1 or 2. Look at that. This is another pet peeve when my earrings don't stay in my ear. Let me know what your pet peeves are. Do we have the same? Is there any that I forgot? Now, this is kind of like funny. Not all of these will get me so mad. Like, you know, I just put some things that like bother me or concerning. Now, some of them really bother me or really my pet peeves, okay? But some of them are just like, oh, that little kind of irritates me. So I am not like one of those... like it has to be like this. You know, I just wanted some type of, just a fun, I don't know if this was a positive video, but just a different video, you know, just to talk and have fun. Let me know your pet peeves down below, and did I miss any, you know, and what are your top pet peeves? Tell me what is your worst pet peeves? Let me know down below. Like, that would really piss you off. If you can change one thing, let me know what it would be down below. Let me know, are you watching the Super Bowl? Who are you picking for? All of that. Don't forget to let me know about your pet peeves down below, especially the worst pet peeve. What is the worst one? And yeah, that's everything. Don't forget to like the video, dislike it. Make sure you leave a comment. That does help up with engagement. Even if it's just an emoji, it means the absolute world to me. I also have my beauty channel. I'm just saying, I just got done doing a mystery box, which I usually always love the mystery boxes, but not this one. Not I, said the fly. I didn't really care for this one too much. She's ready to go. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, never let somebody take you out of your character. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye, guys.